Good morning to one and all. Today we will try to discuss in continuation with the yesterday's topic, that is prevention and control of infectious diseases. So today we will talk about the vaccination. So the word vacca is derived, vaccination is derived from the word vacca, means cow's pustule or cow milk food. So here the invention of this by Louis Pasteur first discovered this, so he is also considered as the father of immunology. Father of immunology is Louis Pasteur. First, by using this cow milk food, he has cured smallpox. So by vaccination and immunization program, the deadly diseases like smallpox was eradicated from India. So we can reduce or completely eliminate the diseases like smallpox from India because of vaccination. So vaccination cures means it eradicates or completely stops the different types of diseases in India. Now coming on to the immunization. So by the help of vaccination, so developing the immunity of a person, is called immunization program. So this is a mass dosage. Now, so apart from these two diseases, we can also see that diphtheria, tetanus, pneumonia, and also polio. These are eradicated. These are under massive immunization program. Diphtheria is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae, and tetanus, Clostridium borbicellum, tetani. Pneumonia is caused by Haemophilus influenzae, Pneumococcus pneumoniae. So these are the main myths. Polio caused by polio educational components to in India to develop the immunity to all. So immunity for everyone. The program immunity to everyone. So this was developed, and this is also near to eradication. This is also near to eradication. And apart from this, by using the biotechnology, so certain revamp B, hepatitis B vaccine are also developed, and other vaccines are also developed. So biology is also at its faster phase to develop the vaccines or antibiotics. Apart from this, antibiotics and drugs are generally created awareness, and also antibiotics and drugs also created the awareness as well as also cured many diseases. So this is the help generally we can take from the immunization or vaccination program. As a result of this vaccination, you can see that vaccination improves the immunity at a basic level, and also certain diseases like smallpox have been completely eradicated from India because of vaccination, and the diseases like diphtheria, tetanus, pneumonia and polio, these are generally caused by the respective bacterium, virus or other organisms also, which is generally they are trying to eradicate these diseases because of immunization program as well as the vaccination program. And the biotechnology is also in its larger phase in order to decrease the disease in India as well as the world, and biotechnology is also showing its effort in the case of this phenomenon of vaccination. Apart from this, antibiotics and drugs also created the awareness as well as also they are curing many diseases in the vaccination or immunization program. So here the next part of the immunity. So already we have discussed what is immunization. So to increase the immunity, we need to start a program or the extra dose given for our body to fight against the disease. is called immunization. So what is immunity? Immunity is to resist or to fight or to overcome. So immunity means, so in order to understand first what is immunity, daily we are exposed to many type of microorganisms. Daily we are exposed to many components. So if when we are going out, when we are moving in and around, when we are here, you will see many particles are entering into our body and we are encountering them with that particles knowingly or unknowingly. So daily we are encountering or we are seeing many number of components which are entering in our body, but we are not getting disease. But if you see some persons, daily they will say that, frankly, I am talking about genuinity. So daily I got fever, I got headache, stomach pain. Like this, they will be complaining many other things. So these persons are not resisting to diseases. Resisting to diseases is comparatively low. Means the persons who are saying this regularly, they are called as susceptible to diseases. Susceptible to diseases. But those who are resisting to diseases, those who are resisting or taking control, they are called as strong or immunologically competent. They are immunologically competent. So here means they are immunized or they are resisted or they are healthy, or we can call them as healthy person. So how we can define the immunity? When we want to define immunity, so with this, when we try to conclude with a definition as well as or nearby the overall ability of the host or host cell to overcome the disease by fighting against the pathogen is called immunity. Means here the overall ability or the resistivity of the host to overcome the disease by fighting against the pathogen or disease causing microorganism is called immunity. And when you want to define the immunity is of two types. Immunity is of two types. One is called innate immunity. Innate immunity. Acquired immunity. Innate, also called as by birth immunity. The immunity which is obtained by birth by a person is called innate immunity, and acquired during the journey from birth because of encountering with pathogen developed immunity is called acquired or artificial immunity. So here innate immunity is by birth. It is acquired by the person during the lifespan, and also it is transferred from the genetical nature, and it is also showing the disease. Because if we take one example, Indians get malaria, but Africans never get malaria because of Africans will get other diseases, but they won't get malaria because they have the gene resisting from malaria in their blood, but they will get mostly African sleeping sickness. Trypanosoma gambiensis causes this disease. So your birth immunity by genetical parents and by birth and area specific immunity is called by birth immunity. So in the genetical parents, through the genetics of the parents or the gene capability of the parents, that will be transmitted, and it is also acquired by birth by the baby, and it is also region specific. Sometimes, like us already we have discussed that Africans never get malaria, Indians get malaria because of their genetical differentiation. So whichever the immunity which is by birth is called innate immunity, and which is acquired during the course of lifespan by a person is called as acquired immunity. Acquired immunity. Coming on to the innate immunity. Already we know innate immunity means by birth, whatever the birth immunity is called innate immunity. It is non-specific type of immunity. Means it is not specific to all diseases. It is not specific to one disease. It is for everything. Non-specific immunity. Now, so this immunity is called first line defense system. Means soldiers in an army, and it is not specific to one disease. So non-specific to particular disease. Means it will not be only concentrating on one type of antigen. It is not it won't seem like it. So it is called as non-specific to particular disease, but it is specific to all. So every disease causing pathogen is responsible for that, is defensed by it or stopped by defensed by it. And several barriers are involved in this system. Several barriers are present. So here we have 4 types of barriers. Physical barriers, physiological barriers, cellular barriers, and cytokine barriers. So these are the 4 types of barriers. Physical barriers. Physical means just like skin, mucus of mouth and respiratory tract, tears of eye, urinary tract secretions. So here the skin is the first line of defensive system. The mucus present in the mouth also consists of saliva. Saliva consists of salivary amylase and lysozyme, which is antibacterial in function, and also the respiratory tract, hair in the nose. These all act as a physical barriers, and tears of the eye as well as the urinary tract secretions of the male and female. Now coming on to the physiological barriers. Coming on to the physiological barriers, that is functional barriers. Functional barriers like pH of stomach, acidic character of the stomach, lysozyme in saliva and tears. So these are the functional barriers which control the disease. The third one is cellular barriers, like the leukocytes, WBC helping phagocytosis, that is engulfing of foreign particles and digestion. Phagocytosis means engulfing and digesting foreign material, and macrophages in body. These are called the cellular barriers. The last and final one, cytokine barriers. So cytokine means interferons produced because of viral infection. So these are, what are interferons means? Interferons are, I will write here, proteins produced by cell because of viral infection, called interferon. This is one mark, very important bit. One mark, very important bit.